Okay, we know what you're thinking. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Apocalyptic visions, Armageddon, doomsday cults, mass suicides, the Mayan calendar. We endured the panic of the millennium. We've seen the films from Dr. Strangelove to Melancholia. We know the New Testament prophecies. We've heard about the end times and the rapture. But one question still remains. How will it smell? Good morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, wherever and whenever you may be watching this video. Today we're going to be talking about the end of the world. Or more specifically, Le Fin du Monde by Etat, libre. Stay tuned. Le Fin du Monde is classified as an unconventional woody fragrance released in 2013. Just to quickly go over the different sizes and price points. It comes in two different sizes, guys. 50 milliliters and 100 milliliters. I did only look at the prices on Etat Libre's website itself, so didn't look at external companies, but for 50 milliliters, they're charging €85, and at the moment for 100 milliliters, it's coming in at €130. I managed to find this on TK Maxx, the UK store. I found it on TK Maxx website. 100ml bottle, $49.99. Another option if you're from the UK, just to give it a sample, because I would always recommend to sample any fragrance before buying it, especially if you're going to be spending £130 on it, is a company called Bloom Perfume. Their website is www.bloomperfume.co.uk. They have a store in London, but on their website they have a whole host of fragrances specializing in niche and indie fragrances. They got most of the Etat fragrances, a lot of imaginary authors, Mendes Rosa fragrances, things like that. And with pretty much all of them, I'm sure you can order a 1ml sample. A 1ml sample of this on their website is coming in at £2. So the box and bottle, guys, I'm quite a fan of the box. I think it's quite a nice reflective gold, and it's got the company's crest there on the top. I'm not sure if you can see it because of the reflection. The bottle as well is a beautiful bottle. I'm a big fan of these bottles. I think they are pretty much exactly the same, whether you get the 50ml or the 100ml, it's just scaled up to size. But you get the same idea, the print and the graphic sort of on the edge. And the cap, also having the crest on the top, it's got a weight to it. You could knock someone out with this, just bang. Don't do it though, but quite heavy. Quite a variety of notes in this one, guys. So we've got popcorn, carrot seeds, cumin, ambrette seeds, iris, sandalwood, black pepper, vetiver, sesame, styrax, and freesia. And I find this with quite a few of Etat Libre's fragrances. Is this odd? It is unconventional. As I said at the start there, an unconventional woody fragrance. It's not your everyday run-of-the-mill fragrance. The only thing I've smelled somewhat similar to this is Like This, which is another fragrance by Etat libre, a beautiful fragrance designed by Tilda Swinton. I know Manny at Cascade Scents loves that fragrance, and rightly so. It is glorious. But that's the only thing that this kind of reminds me of. I will say straight off the bat, I'll give like an out of 10 at the end, but I will say right off the bat, I adore this. I really, really love this fragrance, and it is a fragrance that my partner loves to smell on me as well. The only downside I would say to this is, the sprayer is very good and it leaves quite the mark on your arm. The longevity just isn't there for me. So I end up probably spraying about 5 to 6 sprays, 2 on the wrist and then 2 on the neck and then 1 on the back, 1 on the front as well. But I don't find this an overpowering fragrance. I don't think you're going to choke anyone else out in the room with this fragrance. It just produces this beautiful scent cloud just around you that so far I haven't found one person that dislikes it. So yeah, as I'm smelling it now, guys, it just has this kind of ethereal, if that's the right word, just a light, airy, almost playful nature to it. It's not dark, it's not deep. Like I personally would have thought, if someone said, hey, this is a fragrance called The End of the World, in my mind, I thought it would have been like, labdanum, just black flowers, and just like crazy depth and like harsh notes and whatnot. But on this one, I'm just not getting it. If this is what The End of the World smells like, then happy days. And I did say earlier about the fact the only fragrance it reminds me of is a fragrance called Like This. There is a note in here, as I said at the start, called ambrette seeds, which I'd only recently discovered through a fragrance called Memoirs of a Trespasser by Imaginary Authors. And Memoirs of a Trespasser, I love it. It's a beautiful fragrance. And it kind of has this sparkling vanilla kind of vibe going on. And this fragrance doesn't have vanilla in it. It's not listed. But I don't know what it is. Possibly those ambrette seeds that's given it this sort of like effervescent, sparkly sort of nature. To me, it's just a really beautiful fragrance. It's completely unisex. It doesn't lean either way. It's just a fragrance. It's not like, oh, that's feminine. It's just a fragrance. I wish the longevity was there a bit more. It is an eau de parfum concentration, so it's not really going to get much stronger than what it is unless they bring out an extrait de parfum, which I can't see it happening, but there we are. I just really like it. It's hard to explain the smell. Like I said, it is a very unique one. When it says popcorn, the part that I would get of that is the butter side of popcorn. You know, like buttered popcorn. It's just got this sort of like creamy, buttery kind of smell with then that hint in the background of black pepper. The ambrette seeds are making it sort of effervescent to me. And then a slight bit of that gunpowder smoke, that seems to be coming in there as well. I do think this is a fragrance that can be worn pretty much all year round, guys. I may not put on so many sprays in very hot heat. Maybe it will be a little bit too cloying at that point. But this fragrance is just an all-round win for me. $49.99, can't go wrong. If I had to give this a rating out of 10, I would probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. And the only thing holding it back really is the longevity and the projection of this fragrance. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've tried this fragrance or any other Etat fragrances, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.